What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another Market Watch. And well, with SP Little Knight and so many of those cards getting reprinted in the tints coming out in September, well, we gotta talk about those cards very shortly and how they are downward in the market. But before we get to the cards that are going down market, let's talk about the cards that are spiking in the market, like Ancient Forge here. With an old set like Ancient Prophecy, well, you might be having to dig through your closet for a card like this one because, well, it is starting to spike in price, and no surprise there with a deck like Mimighoul out. This effect is, well, it's kind of crazy. And the damage copy going for so much. I mean, $2 we were seeing, what, July 20th? Yeah, we're at July 26th. And now a damage copy is $12. Yeah, a damage copy is $12. So this one is definitely going up in price. Be aware of that. Just get the near mint for 14 at that point, but holy crap, I mean, that's insane. There's 37 listings left, and again, it's a card that has never gotten its reprint, so it is going to definitely spike even further in price. So just be aware that I would pick it up sooner rather than later. Silhouette or Silhouette Rabbit. I don't know how to really pronounce this one. I'm terrible at names, but hopefully I'm saying it right. Well, it was at $55 maybe a few days ago. Yeah, not anymore. We're looking at $70, and it's going upwards, everybody. I'm not gonna lie. I've been talking about this card for a while. I've been talking about the QCR and the ultra rare copy doing really well for itself, and well, now I really do believe at this point, I think we're going to see the $80 price point very soon. Again, it's a great effect. A lot of cards being overlooked in Infinite Forbidden. A lot of cards just, being devaluated in that set for, I don't know, some strange reason. I think it's because of the upcoming Banlist. People are a little scared of what to invest in, what to put their money in. I will say Soul Hat Rabbit, it's definitely a good investment to put your money in because I do see this one in, really going up in price in the long term here. So keep that in mind as well. We have Molchari Parelia. We've been talking about this card for days upon days upon days. It was at $30, $60, now back to $42 now. So this card is like a heartbeat going up and down in the market. I do feel like this card is also being devaluated for the most part. People not entirely sure where to put this card in terms of price point. I think $40 is still a great price point. It's still high up there. It's making this card very valuable no matter what. But do I see this card going up? For sure, I do see this card going up. I do believe that it deserves that $60 price point, in my honest opinion. But hey, if you can pick one up for $40, you can pick one up for cheaper. Go ahead and pick it up. I definitely think it's worth the investment here. I want to talk about the token cards. Well, not for what you think, but just because I do believe people are starting to collect them, meaning that they see a collection value to them from Legacy of Destruction. Now Infinite Forbidden has the token mini boxes, so people are starting to gravitate towards it. So they're starting to see people actually pay money for this, like and actually pull out their wallet to actually dish out to just get the token versus the actual mini boxes. So it's cool to see that people do like the token cards from the mini boxes, and it's doing well as well, those mini boxes. So we'll see what happens here, but good to see that token card is doing pretty decently well in the market as well. General Raiho of the Ice Barrier. I want to take a look at this card because I do see this card making its way into the meta game and doing some things because the effect is too crazy. I mean, look at this one. When an effect resolved that was activated by your opponent's effect on the field, they can discard one card, but if they don't, that effect is negated. So pretty nasty card right there. So be on the lookout for this one. I want to talk about Dark Magician support because the Soul Servant is going up. When Dark Magician gets support in a set, a lot of the cards start going up. Soul Servant is one of those cards. But when we talk about Dark Magician, we also have to talk about, well, Blue Eyes and Dragon decks. And, well, Return of the Dragon Lords is starting to see its way up in price as well. So be aware of some of these cards, some of these support cards starting to increase in the overall area and the engine of these decks here. We also want to talk about Ancient Gear Fusion as another deck that is popping up here and seeing a lot of price movements. We have Ancient Gear Fusion going up in price. Was once at $5. Now we're looking at $9 for the ultra rare copy from Legendary Duelist Ancient Millennium. So keep that in mind. This card is steadily increasing in price as well. I want to talk about Delinquent Duo, and people keep asking me about this card, but I also keep telling them be on the lookout at that Bonanza set. I believe the Bonanza set is going to have Delinquent Duo in it, because we've talked about Bonanza having a lot of the cards in the past, support cards from Goat and Edison format. I do believe that Delinquent Duo is going to be in that set. So, not saying to move your copies so quickly, but just be, cautious that I do believe Bonanza will have Delinquent Duo in that set. That's all I will say on that. I don't want to push people to sell their copies, but I have like a gut feeling that it's going to be in that set. Now, I wanted to represent and mention, obviously, my amazing sponsor, Bishop Clothing. Go check them out. Use code SparkMan5 5% off, because you get these awesome tees that look so nice. They're comfortable. And again, it's Yu-Gi-Oh clothing, everybody. We all need Yu-Gi-Oh clothing, and nice ones as well. So for an affordable price, for $25 plus using my code for extra 5% off, can you go wrong with Bell t-shirt? I mean, look how nice this looks. It's clean, it's nice, a good feel. I have a few of these t-shirts from his site, and oh my gosh, I just love it. I love going out with them. I love just wearing them inside the house and chilling. It's a good feel. It's a great quality. Like I said, the price is affordable. You can't go wrong here. He has hats, he has blankets on his site, hoodies, and even tees and tank tops. What else can you ask for, right? So go check them out. Link in the description below, and use my code if you're going to shop with them. 5% off. Why wouldn't you use it? All right. I want to talk about as well the Comic-Con playmat. They were up for sale earlier yesterday at 12 p.m. I believe they're going to be up for sale again. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they might be up for sale at 12 p.m. today, Eastern time zone. So if you do want one, go take a look at the site. They might be up. I'll make an announcement on my Instagram, and I'll try to make another community tab post about it. But they might be available one more time, which is the Friday, but I'm not entirely sure. So just, be cautious. I what I'm saying here, because I know people take what I say for too literally, and then they're like, Sparkman, you're wrong, it wasn't on their side. I try to give the best information I can, going based off last year with San Diego Comic-Con 2023. They had it up for Thursday and Friday, and then I think they had it up for Sunday too as a restock. So they had actually 3 days as restock days, but just keep in mind it might actually just be sold out, because this is a very popular playmat, especially. But if they do have restock, I will let you know as well. Hopefully you can get one. Trident Dragon, but we know this card is getting a reprint in those tins. The price hasn't really gone down, but be aware it probably will go down. I do see this one being a QCR in those tins, but also maybe possibly having another rarity in those tins as well. So you might have an opportunity to get this as maybe an ultra or secret rare, and then as a QCR as well. So we'll see what happens there, but maybe that's why people are not bringing down the price of this card, which, hey, Trident Dragon's old card looks nice, and if it's only going to get a QCR reprint, maybe it's worth keeping these cards. So who knows what happens there. Crimson Dragon confirmed in those tins, and well, the QCR however is not going down. However, the other copies of Crimson Dragon is going down. We see here this was like $36 a few days ago. Now it's gone down to $20, $22. So definitely moving in the downward direction as well. And talking about downward direction, holy crap, SP Little Knight, $90 a few days ago. Yeah, they are trying to get rid of their copies. Everybody in the planet is trying to get rid of these copies now, being sold for $59 and even dropping now to $56. Keep in mind, everybody, that people keep telling me these are going to be $40 in the tins. If these are $56 now, why the hell would they be $40 in the tins? It's not going to be $40 in the tins, everybody. We're looking at $20 to $25 in the tins as like a pickup value for SP Little Knight in those tins. I mean, let's be honest here. We've talked about these tins in previous years about cards just being absolutely, gone, plummeted in price. I'm thinking SP Little Knight is going to be like Cash Chair Fenrir, like one of those cards at $20, $25 at most. I don't see this one going above $30. I don't see this one being at $40. If this is selling at $56 right now, there's no way this is going to be at $40. Just saying. Chimera at $5 right now is going to get reprinted in those tins. At this point, I mean, some of these cards, as much as the tins are being hyped up to what they are, it's really only like 2 or 3 cards that are really like worth it in these tins, because everything else is really cheap right now. $5 for Chimera, Star Slayer. Now you're looking at 58. It's not actually 58. Check this out, $13, $14. So everything's pretty affordable as is in the market right now for a lot of the cards getting reprinted in those 10s. It's very hyped to get those cards in the 10s, obviously. Probably maybe a, different rarity. I wouldn't say QCR because a lot of these cards already have QCR and we're already, known that these cards aren't getting a reprint in QCR. That is not happening. Konami has already confirmed it. You're probably going to see these cards as ultra rares or maybe a secret rare. We'll see what happens with, Konami depends on, giving these cards what rarity. But again, all these cards are very affordable in the market. How much further down do you want these cards to go? But we'll see. Probably be even extra affordable for you in those 10s. Triple Tactics Stars also confirmed getting a reprint in those 10s. I will say Triple Tactics Stars is probably going to be around where SPL Night is. Not too high up there, in the $25 range. I would say more towards the, I don't know, $16 to $17 range, which is again still much more affordable than this price. But I guess I don't see the prices escalating too much in those 10s. I see it being very affordable, and budget players rejoice because you're definitely getting a really good steal for a lot of the meta cards here as well. This card also, I'm not even gonna try to say the name, everybody. You guys know I get tongue tied with a lot of these cards, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not gonna make fun of people, make a meme about me. $12, $13 right now. Probably gonna go down to $3 or $4 once the 10s come out. Same with Rise Star. We're looking at $9. Probably gonna be a $2, $3 card once the 10s come out, and same with Tailman's Cash Tier. Probably gonna be a $3, $4 card once the 10s come out. So a lot of the stuff here getting reprinted is probably going to devaluate a lot, so just start getting rid of them while you can. But for the most part, very looking forward to those 10s because a lot of reprints that people need, very affordable price, and yeah, that's about it for Market Watch. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Want to hear your opinions, your thoughts, any cards that you want me to cover, leave down below. And from yours truly, Sparkman. We'll catch you next one. Please subscribe and comment, and peace out, YouTube.